The root of Inter's problems this season. They simply don't score enough goals. The absence of the Uruguayan star Ruben Sosa leaves them short in that department again today. And with Orlandini suspended, they're pinning continued hopes on Dennis Bergkamp to form a profitable alliance with the highly promising Del Vecchio. The defence, at least, has been a lot more solid than last season. And the outstanding form of Italy's #1 goalkeeper Gianluca Pagliuca has been a significant factor. Would Baggio at last return to the Juventus side? That's been the question all week in Italian football circles. The answer, finally provided just a short while ago, is that he'll be on the bench, which I gather is his decision. Del Piero, then, who's proved such an able deputy, continues in the #10 shirt. Ravanelli and Vialli provide the twin thrust up front. Over 30 goals between them in all competitions this season. And behind them, Didier Deschamps, the French star, has made an impressive start to his Juventus career after such a long wait to overcome his injury problems. Free kick then to Inter. Lying 11th then in Serie A. It really has been such a disappointing season for them so far. Taken by Wim Jonk. Up towards Del Vecchio. Carrera with a header away. This is Fontaine. Season really started to turn for them after the defeat by Aston Villa in the UEFA Cup. They've never quite recovered from that, Inter.
It's a shame old Bergkamp hasn't been able to hit it off, Peter, isn't it? He's obviously, before he arrived in Italy, people were talking and giving him great plaudits, and quite rightly so. He'd scored some wonderful goals, especially on the international scene. But it's very tough in Italy for forward players, and the defenders are very, very disciplined. I think he's had a real rough time, old Bergkamp. It would be nice to see him turning a bit of a performance.
This is Seno taking the kick then for Inter, the former Foggia captain. Laid off by Fontaine to Berti, who had been doubtful for the game because of injury. But he's managed to shrug that off. Foul now on Fontaine.
Yes, I think clearly a foul. Fontaine really didn't have to do anything like that. He's going away from... he's got his back to the goal. He didn't really need to tackle.
Jonk with the kick this time. No problem there for Peruzzi. Resorted to illegal tactics to defy him.
Showed great body strength there, Bergkamp, to hold him off. He really was having a tug at his jersey, but always in control of the ball. A tremendously strong man, Bergkamp.
Wim Jonk organising the free kick. Scored a memorable goal from long range when we featured Inter against Torino a few weeks ago. Spectacularly away. Here's Jonk again. Interesting ball. Orlando in pursuit. Del Piero back defending. And it's Orlando who's being penalised.
Defending very well, Del Piero, as well. It's vitally important when forward players come back and defend, that they defend properly, and Del Piero was terrific there. No messing around, just made a nice little angle for himself. Very strong. Got it away.
Now here's Deschamps. Releasing Vialli. Good vision shown then by the Frenchman. Vialli's cross only as far as Bergami. Berti to Paganini. That's Cola. It'll be an intriguing battle between Kohler and Bergkamp. Paulo Sousa. Vialli and Ravanelli. Good covering though by Festa, who returned to the side recently after injury. So they've had a settled defensive unit in recent times. Morocco now did really well, but the cross was just too long for Vialli. Here's Paulo Sousa. Del Piero with the first opportunity, then Paulo Sousa.
That was good football, wasn't it? A good cross from Morocco there. Is Torricelli coming in on the back post. Loves to get forward, Torricelli. Super tackle as well. Super tackle. And this shot from Sousa just going wide of the upright.
Belgomi. Bergkamp, what a petty foul so far. This time Ferrara is the offender. Chipped in by Yonk. Oh, shot! Oh, well saved. Fontelan.
He's offside, Peter.
Yeah.
But that really was great action, wasn't it? I think it was Bertie who played a wonderful little pass on the volley, and it was Fontelan who actually gets in the volley. But what a magnificent save. Showing great strength there in his wrists.
Ravanelli is not happy.
That was an error by the linesman, Peter. That was a Juventus throw. He showed a nice bit of skill there. You actually see him win the header initially from the kick out, and there he was picking the ball up on the right hand side. He works very, very hard, Ravanelli, and I think that's been the major part of Juventus' success. They stay very compact, and away from home they work their socks off, and coupled with the talent that they have, I'm not surprised they've done so well.
Here's Del Vecchio now for Inter. Off the foot of Carrara. Now Seno. It's a good effort.
I think that would
really well.
Yeah, I think that would have beaten Peruzzi there, Peter. It was a good shot. Brings it down, nice first touch, good balance. And there it was, just past the upright. I think that would have beaten Peruzzi.
Morocco. Good to be barged then by Fontelan. Inter have improved in their last few games. They've won 3 in a row at home now, after earlier setbacks. This is Torricelli. But expectations, of course, are so high, and they really haven't lived up to those generally this season. This is Festa now. Given away to Ravanelli. Lovely skill by him. And his strength carried him on. Till he was fouled, and a yellow card. I think maybe it needs one too, just to calm them all down a bit.
Yeah, but I can't see where he could give it there, Peter. I thought that was a tremendous tackle. It was a good piece of action, actually. We had Ravanelli doing tricks left, right and centre, and the Inter players were trying to get back at him, and I thought that was a good challenge.
Well, I think I'll go along with that, but maybe the referee does need to get a grip on things now. He did lash out a bit.
Did have a swipe up, yeah.
Yeah. One of the most experienced officials then in the top flight in Italy, Roberto Bertin. Getting some advice from Bergomi. Now this is Paulo Sousa. Ravanelli and Vialli lurking in the middle. Bergkamp with the header. Then there's another untidy little jostle, which has been penalised in Juve's favour.
They're very edgy, aren't they, Inter? So obviously with the new president arriving, they want to impress. But they do appear a little bit edgy.
The offender that time was Seno, who a couple of seasons back committed more fouls than any other player in Serie A. So our statistician Roy Della Pietra tells me.
comes out with your rascal statement.
He does. I'll blame that on him.
Yes. Yeah.
There's Vialli. Took a deflection. But harmlessly away.
Yeah, it was a poor free kick, wasn't it? He didn't really give Vialli much chance. It ended up being a race between Vialli and Seno to see who would actually reach the ball first. And Vialli did his best, but ended up having a lunge at the ball, and obviously with no accuracy whatsoever. He's not too chuffed with himself looking at him there either.
Cola. Now Paulo Sousa. Good solid work though by Paganini. Fontaine getting into trouble. Paganini to help him out.
Yes, he did well, Fontaine, initially to get back and assist his defenders, but then obviously trying to stick it through someone's legs 20 yards out of goal wasn't the best thing to do. Ferrara was there just gone crashing into the camera.
Orlando giving good support down this right side. That's his shot. Nothing though to trouble Peruzzi. But here come Inter again with Seno. Ferrara so close then to Del Vecchio. Bit too close, I thought.
He's a very experienced defender, and Del Vecchio's having a few problems with him at the moment. He can't seem to come to grips with it.
Here's Carrera. Paulo Sousa. Now Marocchi. Vialli. Good block by Festa. Juve's second corner to be taken by Del Piero. Vialli hovering around the penalty spot. Ravanelli was in there too. That was Seno with the header. Then away by Berti. Now Deschamps. Haven't seen too much of him so far. This is Bergkamp. He's working extremely hard. Del Vecchio, lovely turn then. Now he's deceived Carrera. Can he supply the right service here? Well, he could. Berti was on the end of it. And there's a really good chance then for Inter. Conjured up by the skill and the artistry of Del Vecchio.
Yes, it was wonderful football. He showed a lot of pace, Del Vecchio. Look, gets his head up, looks up, and I think the ball was just a little bit too fast. And then at the finish, it just ended up going behind Nicola Berti. But Berti made a great run there. He must have covered all the 60 yards to get him there on the end of that.
Deschamps taking up an intelligent position. Marocchi again. Ravanelli. Del Piero. Good movement from Juve here. Can they make it count? The block by Orlando. Still Del Piero. Did well to squeeze that one across. Vialli. Then Marocchi. Ravanelli. Here's Ferrara. Bergami cool under pressure. It wasn't a very short touch then by Bergkamp. Their possession to Deschamps. And it's Marocchi with Vialli. Vialli again. Good save by Paliuca. Got down really well then. Some positive play by Juventus that has gone unrewarded.
Good spell of Juve pressure, Peter. Exactly right. Del Piero did very, very well initially to get the ball across. And this is a lovely ball from Vialli, driven hard and low. Paliuca doing very, very well to get a hand to that.
Del Piero with the corner. It falls for Paulo Sousa. Down goes Vialli. No penalty. What a let-off then for Inter. I think it was a somewhat theatrical dive by Vialli, but it was pretty tight. Here's Ferrara. Del Piero. Slipping it through to Paulo Sousa. Fester away. What about that, Ray?
No, I thought it was a penalty. I thought Vialli did very well there to roll Saino.
Vialli now to Ravanelli. Again, tireless work by Fontaine. He's been impressive so far.
That was wonderful football, Peter, wasn't it? Coming back and helping out his defenders and showing wonderful composure and skill when he's on the ball as well.
Orlando, who is very much a favourite with the Inter followers. I think they appreciate his all-action style. Another man, a utility player who fills so many different roles. Here's Del Vecchio now. Play back towards Saino, who was tumbled, but there was no real contact. Certainly not in the eyes of the referee. We're now into injury time at the end of the first half. Deschamps. Vialli. Delicate flick off to Torricelli. Could be danger here. Now Barocchi. As Bergamy mistimed his tackle. He got away with that though. Bergkamp and Kohler right on his heels. Here's Bergkamp again. Neat skill. Unable to persevere. Berti. Del Vecchio ahead of him. There's Carrera again.
Yeah, it's good defending, but an awful ball from Berti. Del Vecchio just wanted that ball just rolled up the side of him so he could do something on the floor. But Berti stuck it over his head, and it wasn't the best pass we played this afternoon.
Bergkamp's cross. Saino to Bergamy, but there is the half-time whistle. Heard by referee Betting. Disappointing half in many ways. It began promisingly enough, but not an awful lot of chances so far. And at half-time in the San Siro, it's Inter 0, Juventus the leaders 0. So the second half underway. Inter now attacking from left to right, and here's Wim Jonk. Not really the case today, but they have been missing a lot of opportunities in recent games. Ottavio Bianchi, their coach, says he's never known a team squander so many good opportunities. There's Ferrara with Del Vecchio. He might just have got a touch on then. In goes Bergkamp. No way past Carrera and Kohler. Kohler the man on the ball. Got caught in possession by Betty, but that was a foul.
He was very fortunate there, Peter. He was looking forward for a bit of movement. Berti does well initially, just to stand up and make him try and beat him. But he did move in and body check him, so I suppose the referee was right.
Off the head of Paganin, but only to Del Piero. Now Torricelli. It's a poor strike by him. It's Ravanelli though with a chance. Again into throwing bodies at him. Torricelli then tackling with Saino. There's Paulo Sousa. Torricelli not too strong on his left foot, obviously. Here's Deschamps. Now Vialli held it up well. Torricelli, again he's a bit sloppy.
Yes, you're right, Peter. He lacked a little bit of quality there, didn't he? Initially he lacked a bit of quality, and again then it was a lovely ball from Vialli. He should have got hold of that and made something of that.
As I was saying earlier on, I don't think it's his happiest role on the left side, Torricelli. York. Here's Bergkamp. Just kept in by Berti.
He did well from there, Berti. You could hear the whistles going up, and I'm sure he worked doubly hard to keep that ball in from Bergkamp.
Paganin. Torricelli having to scamper back. Swapping passes with Jurgen Kohler. Still all a bit untidy. Here's Seno with a free kick for Inter. The game has been rather littered with them. Cola got in ahead of Berti. Paulo Sousa. Torricelli. Going nowhere really, and he's kept possession anyway. Marocchi. Vialli. Taking on Festa. Not a back cross either towards Ravanelli. Wonderful save by Pagliuca. That's mine, he says.
It's the old Harlem Globetrotter stuff there from Pagliuca's. Exceptional goalkeeping. That's a great cross there from Vialli. Worked really, really hard to get that ball in. He does well there, Ravanelli. That's a good header, but Pagliuca staying on his feet, managed to get a second and a third bite of the cherry. That was good goalkeeping, but good football all round.
Chose not to come for the cross, Pagliuca, and I did wonder for a moment if he had been caught in two minds. Here's Fontelan now for Inter. Played into Berti. What a disappointing strike for Berti.
He'll be choked with that, Peter. That was a beautifully weighted pass across the face of the goal for Berti to come onto. There we see the header, and Pagliuca doing well to stay on his feet and get the rebound. But that was a beautiful pass from Fontelan right into the path of Berti, and really a long, long way off target from there.
Now there's going to be a substitution by Inter.
Berti's coming off and Bia's coming on, Peter. Surprised at Berti. He must have an injury, I would have thought.
Well, he had this injury beforehand, which has made him a doubtful starter, so I can only presume it's still troubling him. On comes Bia, who's also been out for a while. Orlando. Away from Torricelli. Sublime skill by Orlando. No real quality there on the cross. It was beyond Del Vecchio.
He did ever so well, though, Orlando. He's very, very positive, using the ground in behind Torricelli to use his pace. Got in a good ball. Ferrara's having a little bit of a moan. He thought he should have been given a shout. No one was behind him. He could have let the ball run.
On by Del Vecchio. They can't get it away. Orlando.
Terrific corner kick. Wonderful ball in. Del Vecchio with a lovely little touch to the back post. They were just a bit unfortunate he didn't have a runner going in on the knockdown.
He goes Del Vecchio. Climbed well enough.
So did Fontelan. Fontelan's a very good header of the ball. He's got a tremendous leap about him, and he put I think it was Cola off there. No, it wasn't. It was Carrera. And there goes Del Vecchio, who had another good jump, but wasn't powerful enough to beat Peruzzi.
Bit too far out. Oh, neat skill. Oh, Bia. It goes Vialli. Oh, the whistle's gone. Not quite sure what for handball he's saying.
My goodness, that was a little bit unfortunate on Vialli's behalf. Via gave Pagliuca an awful ball back. It was too hard. He tried to get out of it with a little bit of trickery. But unfortunately they landed themselves right in the mire there, and Pagliuca was a little bit fortunate to get away with that.
Ravanelli looking to deceive. Paganini did superbly then. Ravanelli almost sitting in the path of Vialli, I think it was.
That was fantastic for you, wasn't it? Beautiful skill there out on the wide. Really doing very, very well. And Vialli's a little bit static. He's not attacking any area at all. He was just standing behind, I think it was Festa. And had he been on the move, he may well have got a little chance there.
Now Vialli. On the hopeful pass, though, in search of Ravanelli. For all his vigour and determination. Paganini. Offside against Ravanelli. He couldn't get back in time.
Now, Ravanelli's mistake, though, Peter, instead of coming straight out and keep on running out, he actually checks his stride, and obviously the linesman has to give him offside. But if he would have kept coming out, I think they might have got away with that, Juventus.
Well, there was a huge roar around the ground. Whether it's for the introduction of Roberto Baggio, I would think it is. The crowd has spotted him down on the bench. Now, what's happening here? Morocchi has been dismissed. Well, I'm totally confused by this. Something that must have happened off the ball. He was cautioned earlier on. Ray, can you throw any light on that?
No, I can't, Peter. He's obviously done something off the ball or said something to the referee. Juventus aren't really complaining too much, so I think he's obviously said something, because that was Morocchi that there he is. He's going to have a go.
He's had a go. Yeah, he's had a go at the linesman.
Del Piero's coming off.
Delivio to replace him.
He's not really lived up to his label today as Del Piero. He's tended to take an extra touch too much.
Paulo Sousa. The 10 men of Juve on the counter-attack, led by Paulo Sousa, who is frustratingly pulled back. Delivio now. Vialli's in the middle. Down he goes. Oh, what a dive. Come on, Vialli, that was ridiculous.
You could say he was looking for one there, Peter, couldn't you? It's a shame, actually. He had good possession there in the box as well. It was a nice little position he had. Nice ball in from Delivio.
Well, it beats me why he needed to do that. Carrera. There's Ravanelli, scrapping with Paganin.
Fontaine looks as if he's got a sore leg there going off.
On comes Pachev, Darko Pachev, the former Yugoslav international. Another man who really hasn't made any kind of breakthrough with Inter. Came here with such a strong reputation. Prolific goalscorer back in his home country with Red Star Belgrade. Now, can he get away from Torricelli? Festa. Deschamps to hook it forward again. Paulo Sousa. I think Juve will now settle for grinding out a draw today, having been reduced to 10 men. Orlando and Sado. After you. Here's Torricelli. It's been a battle, but not a pretty one today. Sano taking the throw. Movement ahead of him from Darko Pachev. Played off into Yok. More of a side foot, really.
He really didn't get behind that, Peter, did he? Just trying to push it into a corner. And he might have been better off just coming on and blasting that.
Well, shooting from long range is normally such an asset too.
Yes, that's right. He is renowned for being able to hit balls from long distance. We'll see another foul. Sosa going down there. But it was good play from Panchev. Showed up very nicely in the box, took it nicely, and laid off a very good ball for him.
Vialli just laid off then to Delivio. Down he goes. Bergami made contact. So
yeah, it was
maybe
a good one too, Peter, wasn't it, with Delivio and Vialli? And just a sort of position where one of these guys practice all week, would like to have a pop from here. Lovely little touch off from Vialli there, and Delivio doing very, very well, and Bergami bringing him down.
Just a fraction late then, Bergami. So sent Baggio on just to take the free kick, Ray.
Wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Just his distance, Peter, this.
I don't think we're going to see him otherwise.
No, I think that's us for the day.
Now Ravanelli, he'll fancy this one. Inter with some organising to do. Delivio is on the edge of the wall, the Juve player. And here is Ravanelli, beaten away by Pagliuca. And Then a foul by Torricelli.
Hell of a strike. Really did hit that very, very well. Here we come on the old left side. Pagliuca doing very well, showing great strength in the arms there, as Peruzzi did in the first half.
Bergkamp. Good crossing off. Calvecchio arrived. And it really should have been.
That should have been it. It was a fantastic ball. That's that little bit of quality we're talking about. There it is from Bergkamp on the half volley. Beautiful ball. Vecchio just taking his eye off it at the last minute and failing to hit the target. We saw a good captain's part there from Bergamy. Obviously disappointed that Del Vecchio missed the chance, but he went over to him and got him G'd up, and he's up on again and playing.
Tactic appeals by Inter. That's Bergamy. What was he thinking of there? Yellow card for the Inter captain. Maybe lucky it wasn't a heavier sentence.
It was a bit fortunate, wasn't it? And he had the gall to complain after that as well.
We're into stoppage time. Deschamps. This is Paganini. Paulo Sousa. Free kick to Juventus. They've taken it quickly. Delivio. Ravanelli's pulled into the middle. Vialli as well. And comfortably caught by Pagliuca.
That was good football from Sousa. He spotted the ball, got on with the game, and sent Delivio galloping down the line. He very bright, Sousa. Keeps playing.
An error by Yonk has given possession back to Juventus and to Vialli. Delivio outside him. Ravanelli. Torricelli. Oh, Pagliuca did so well then to deny him. Torricelli almost on the goal line.
Great save, Peter, wasn't it? Torricelli not got the greatest feet in the world. We've seen enough evidence of that this afternoon, but that was a real gilt-edged chance, that.
Would have been his first ever goal for Juventus. There's Paulo Sousa calling it over the top. Strong finale then from Juventus. Now,
beautiful ball in from Delivio. Great run there from Ravanelli as the full-time whistle goes, and Torricelli just taking too much time and Pagliuca closing him down.
Well, it was the bravery and the brilliance of Pagliuca that saved the day then for Inter. He's receiving the acclaim of the crowd now. Roberto Baggio sat it out from start to finish. Pagliuca, the hero of Inter, with that stunning save right at the death from Torricelli.
All square at the San Siro.